go. Alright, so winners finals of HTC Throwdown, PewFat versus the infamous M2 Box. This was probably our closest set we've ever had against them. The last time we played them was Big House 3, I like to say. And even there we were really close, with me making the crucial mistake of trying to save Kevin rather than killing HBox. Anyways, let's not relive the past misery because we have future misery to look forward to. So, for whatever reason, in our first sets when we play Hungrybox, there's at least 4 rests that go on in the first game. Like at least he gets at least 4 rests because it just takes a little bit to get used to Puff. Not only Puff, but Hungrybox's Puff again. You know, he has like certain rest setups and also just getting the feel of it, you know. So as we're gonna see in this first game, I think I get rested at least 4 times, and it's rough. Although, okay, boom! Oh my God! Holy crap! That sandwich combo was so cool. Look at this combo! Oh my God! Almost killed him too. Yeah, that was 1 rest. So I should mention also that M2 Box is actually, I think it's one of the easiest teams to manipulate. They're getting better though every time we play them, which is scary, but M2 has a certain style and Hungrybox has a certain style. You know, M2 loves to hover just around the ledge a lot, and he has his own zone by the ledge, and so it's as long as it, and he doesn't like to leave that, so it's really easy to manipulate him, and you know where he's gonna be. You know, he's gonna be in his zone most of the time. Now he is getting better at leaving that zone, which makes it harder. And you know, Hungrybox is gonna be in the air most of the time. So a lot of the time, what we're doing is we're either 2 versus 1ing Hungrybox, or we're 2 versus 1ing M2, but we try to avoid fighting them at all in a 2 versus 2 most of the time, right? So a lot of the time you're gonna see sandwich combos, kind of like this first one, right? So right off the bat, we separate them, right, with a drill shine up smash. And then I see Kevin, like immediately. In teams, it's important to remember whenever you have the time, literally whenever you have the time, look over at your teammate and see what's going on over there. You know, so I up smash M2, and I immediately notice that Kevin's gonna get a combo started right here. Boom, boom, boom. Like it's just like that. And then grab up smash. We have so much time. I do some pretty bad DI right there. Or good survival DI, bad DI on the throw though. We almost get another combo going there. And then Hungrybox kills himself. No, he doesn't kill himself. He had an extra jump. Sneaks by. Rest number 2. And I get gimped by M2. Oh no. I forget how exciting this set was. So many like could have beens slipped out of their fingers. So I guess a really good thing that I did this set, you know, personally, was just my recovery. I was just kind of impressed how many times I lived and didn't get gimped by these guys, because you know, Sheik, Puff, those are classic Fox gimpers. And you know, even though right now, you know, I'm kind of getting wrecked, it's kind of my job to get wrecked though and cause that entropy in teams. You know, as long as Kevin has 4 stocks, I'm okay. Like, I guess I do get a little bit nervous though as I start to lose him, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to let him down. I don't want to lose him that quickly, but I need to be at least at the minimal doing equal damage to what I'm taking. Yeah, so we're having some trouble at first here. Mute King knows that I like to run behind my opponent in teams because I like to be in this situation right here. Where I'm in between them. Either we both either we have them both at the ledge right here, or I'm in between them, right? And we can 2v1 the guy in the middle between both of us, and I can wall the the outside guy out. What makes it hard though is that Jigglypuff is kind of hard to 2v1. He's harder to 2v1 than other characters, so especially with a Mewtwo King who's just throwing needles the whole time in the ledge. But it's kind of like the balance of finding when to attack Mewtwo King and when to 2v1 Hungrybox. A little bit slow there on the follow-up by Kevin, but it's kind of hard to know what to do out of a fox grab. Honestly, I think I should have just like thrown him myself and then try to do my own combo on him. And maybe Kevin could have followed up. So again, remember, in teams, whenever you have the time, look at what your teammate is doing. And so, for example, like right here, I'm just walling out a Jigglypuff who's not threatening me at all. So, I see Kevin gets dash attacked, I immediately run over. Unfortunately, I missed this down tilt. Probably should have grabbed. I guess I assumed that Mewtwo King was gonna just keep following up, but him being the smart player looked over at me as soon as he got the dash attack and realized I was coming over, so he just put up his shield real quick. And then he continued the follow-up because he could. Like, no one can stop him at that point, right? The down tilt was already out. Yeah. So it's those little things. See, the map awareness of doubles. I messed up that Joel Shine. And wait, what happened to Kevin over there? Some Jigglypuff stuff. Hungrybox tricked him with that fair. Kevin tried to dip low. It's hard to recover versus Jigglypuff as Marth. Alright, I think we're on rest number 3, right? Or are we on rest number 2? I think we're on rest number 3. I died. Again. And this is a hard spot, but it's a spot that we haven't come back from before. Nice. Good stuff, Kevin. I remember, one of the biggest contributing factors to Kevin and mine's success is our communication. And not only our communication of like where we need to be, because a lot of the time we know where we need to be, but it's more like nice or good stuff or good work. It's that reinforcement of you're doing a good job. Even if you're not doing a great job, like having someone believing in you helps a lot. And also our communication of like if Kevin has a grab on them, he'll just say yo, and I'll immediately run over, get an up smash, and we'll get a kill. Because I'm not always watching, and I can't always see when he gets the opportunity. Now, in our Evo set, Kevin and I talked a lot in between the games. Or, sorry, not in between the games, but during the end of the games. So, like during the first 2 games, Kevin was, like, 1 versus 2ing them. And we would be talking. You can see in the camera, he turns over to me and he's like, all right, so what do you think? How are you feeling? And I was like, well, this is FD, we always get rested 5 times at least the first game against Hungrybox. Like, I'm not sweating it too much. And he's like, yeah, me too. Kind of getting the feel of it again. And then so, and that gets us comfortable. It gives us more time to talk about what we want to do too, because, we're a little bit tense. So being able to talk while the game's still going, being able to talk in between games is okay, but it's kind of like you're thinking too much about what you could have done differently, as opposed to just like forgetting it, knowing what you need to do, and then just doing it, right? Instead of focusing too much on like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, I could have done this better. Just really taking it, taking it easy. And that's what that contributed to our success in at Evo. And so here we didn't really have as much time to talk in between the game because we both died at the same time, but we agreed Yoshi's was the pick here, because the thing with Yoshi's is that a lot of people say that it's like random, it's too random for their liking, right? But I disagree. I think like it is random to a degree, but like it really comes down to holding that center stage and like which team can hold that center stage better, has better control of the map in general. And luckily with Marth, Fox killing at like 60%, 70% is great, and Marth being able to kill off those platforms at that same percent is what makes us be able to turn the tables a lot of the time. Oh my god, Mewtwo with like the nicest pickup I've ever seen. Reverse Sheik Bears are so sexy. Nice. So see, look, boom, boom, just like that, evened up. All it took was 2 Marth F smashes. Ah man, that was a rough one. I really like how Hungrybox up tilted right there too to get that extra percent, because I don't know if the rest straight up would have just killed me. Maybe it would have, but he had the time, so why not? And what I noticed, what Mewtwo likes to do a lot. Ooh, Kevin passed him to me, but I wasn't ready for it. What Mewtwo likes to do a lot is when you're above him, especially when he's at low percents, he'll just throw out down smashes. And then because of the way the hitbox and hurtbox is, at the very least he'll trade. So that's something to keep in mind if you're a Sheik player and playing teams. Like if someone's above you and you're at 0 and you don't really have time to do anything else, down smash is a great tool. Boom, boom. Okay. Ooh, Kevin kind of messes up going behind him. So, from my perspective right here, I traded as much as I could, feeling safe at these low percents. And so right now I'm kind of playing the outside game while Kevin's kind of taking the lead. And we're switching off, but it's like I can't really get to the ground safely right here because Mewtwo was trying to intercept my jump right here. And he still somehow hit me. Holy fuck. How the fuck did he hit me? Okay, She's in there is just really good. But, nice. Okay, cool. And I thought Mewtwo was going to go to the side platform, the top of it, but he just landed on stage, fortunately. Good save by Hungrybox. Oh my god, what? How did I get rested? What did I do? Oh, he caught me with the up air. Yeah, it's going to happen sometimes. It's still an even game, though. And this set, as opposed to the other sets we played Mewtwo in, he was a little more aggressive than he usually is. You see him going off for these back airs off stage, like he's trying to just like get some quick kills. He's not usually like that. Okay, nice, get that kill. Back air, forward air, but I like messed up. I forget, what did I do here? I just like I didn't jump. That's what happened. I hit the jump input, but it just didn't go. And he catches me with another up air rest. Ah, frustrating. So it's like, green team's got the lead right here, but if we can just wrap up one kill real quick and get enough percent on the other player, if we can get see, so right here, right? We got enough percent on Hungrybox to where it's pretty much even. And what Kevin and I like to say a lot is next 2 kills, Next 2 kills, we'll be winning. And boom, just like that. And so what looked like a pretty heavy disadvantage turned real quick into our advantage. You know, and a lot of it came down to just Hungrybox taking too much percent. He took 4 hits. You know, let's see, 1, 2. Okay, that was like 2 hits combined into one PewFat hit, right? So 2 hits, and then 3, 4 hits, and he's pretty much at kill percent. 5, he's definitely at kill percent. Took 5 hits to get Hungrybox at kill percent, and then boom, dead. So that's why especially on Yoshi's we're so confident, because we know that it doesn't take very much to turn the tides in our favor. And then boom, like look, you know, we cleaned that up quick. Good shit, Kevin. Good shit. All right, so Dreamland. Now, Dreamland is a really hard stage for us, and we've been trying to come up with solutions. The biggest thing that worked for us at Evo was that we stuck close to each other. And because, I mean, you could say that you could say that to do that on all stages, but why it's really important on this stage is because it's really easy to feel like you have the momentum against your opponent or against one of the opponents, right? And to just overcommit on that one opponent. Instead of like, if you stick close to your partner, you can usually rack up more damage on just one of them than you would on your own against the other. And so that's why sticking close to your partner on Dreamland, at least what we found, has been working. Like in winter semis, Leffen and MacD took us to Dreamland the last 2 games. I think that was a 3-0 comeback too, and they got bopped. And so we tried to do that this game, but you know, it's tough. It's tough, especially because they're, you know, camouflage green color. Like, what are we supposed to do? Nah, just playing. But like we're not really getting anything going yet. Ah, man, that was unfortunate. Shouldn't have come up from the ledge like that. Mewtwo King was ready. Look at Mewtwo King's style. He's perfected his style. Like who else gets away with this, right? Like what the heck? All right, 1. What did I hit him with? That was weird. Was it a down tilt? I think it must have been a down tilt. Yeah, it was down tilt. Whoa, what was that? What happened? It just like skipped on its own. Okay, I guess that's just the video. So Kevin, I didn't quite get there in time to get that save, or to get the kill, and then he saves me, thankfully. You know, we're having trouble killing Mewtwo King right here, and that's a big issue. You know, we need to get kills early. That's like our whole what our team revolves around the most, getting early kills. You know, Hungrybox is almost at kill percent. I guess now he's at up smash kill percent, but you know, Kevin, the biggest problem with Marth Fox is that Kevin cannot kill anything on his own, right? Not easily anyways, not like I can. And so a lot of the pressure is on the Fox player to get the kills. Eventually I find the back air, especially on this stage, and that's why this stage is so hard for Marth Fox, because you know, Marth just cannot get kills easily. He has to really search for those kills. Some good DI saves me from that terrible up smash, and then he rested me from the rest, and then you know what I'm trying to say. Oof. Oh, tricked him. Got him too. See, I knew Mewtwo King was going to go for that ledge right there, because Damwon always goes for the ledge. But I don't know, I guess I just didn't react. Hmm. Questionable. Wow, how did Hungrybox get there? He like teleported. He like got invulnerable and went straight for the ledge. That's pretty smart. I gotta give it to him. Smart. That's the other kind of shitty thing about Marth and teams is that if Fox gets a grab, there's not a lot Marth can do, you know. And this team, like, it sort of revolves around how well I can get the kills. At least on this stage, because, you know, this stage is just, it's hard. It's hard. Okay, that was a great back throw because it was able to hit Hungrybox, give us some space, but then Mewtwo does a great cross up, just gets right in there. And then he does some Mewtwo stuff and kills us. And so, like, unfortunately this set, like, we didn't really talk during the 1 vs 2. You know, I don't know why. I think it was just cuz like I was a little bit antsy, and like Kevin could feel it. Like, we both knew what we needed to do. It's just we weren't doing it. We weren't staying close enough, and we weren't hitting them as one unit, you know? Yeah, see, so we both talked to each other and we're like, you know what to do? Like, yeah, like, how you feeling? Yeah. Something we always try to like talk about in between the games too is like the little things that they're adjusting, like how they're adjusting. You know, Mewtwo, look at Mewtwo. He's trying to sneak his way into our conversation here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, he's trying to listen in, trying to be subtle about it. Come on, Jason, get out of there. Look at him, sneaky. But yeah, so like right now I'm telling Kevin like what I'm having trouble with against them. And then I also ask him like what are you having trouble with? Like what's your hardest part? And that's something you guys should ask your teammates too. You know, take your time in between the sets or in between the games, because you know what's the rush? As long as you're not taking like 5 minutes, right? But just ask your partner, you know, what did you have trouble with? What was the hardest part? How were you handling this character? Were you doing okay against this guy? Do you want me to take the ledge in those situations? You know, those are some pretty general questions. So then we choose Stadium, and Mewtwo's like, oh, let me go Fox. You know, Stadium, Fox. Fox is best on Stadium. And then Hungrybox is pretty much like, no, just stay Sheik. I wish Mewtwo would have picked Fox. It would have made it easier. Alright, so like already you can tell like we can feel it, you know. Kevin's racking up damage really hard, and I'm kind of just staying on the outside, like trying not to take on too much damage. That's the biggest problem for me in teams is when I trade too much. You know, it's a lot scarier when Fox is at low percents, and so yes, it's good to trade, but it's also good to mix it up and let Kevin kind of tank the damage and be the aggressor, especially by the ledge. And I kind of just hold the center stage the whole time. Like that is our fundamental game plan. I've got center stage, Kevin's got the ledge. And you can see it's just like working out really well. We switch it up because I try to go for this ledge guard. Kevin tippers me, unfortunately. I don't know. Should I have been there? Could that have been avoided? Let's see. No. I don't think it could have been avoided. At least not on my part, because I was in the hit stun of Jigglypuff's down air. Yeah. I guess maybe I shouldn't have came up from the ledge, but I don't know. Or maybe that's probably it. The best way I could have gotten out of that is not DI'd into the stage. You know, I DI'd behind Jigglypuff, so that I wouldn't get grabbed by her. But that caused me to get tippered by Kevin. So I don't know. It's kind of a give and take. You're never quite sure with like what the right option was. And look at this. What percent was Hungrybox at? He was at like 60%. We got this kill. 74. Holy crap. He went from being at 57% to 74 in like 2 hits. Now remember, when your opponent gets a grab like this, it's really easy to mess this up. It's the easiest up smash kill to get, and yet it seems like it's the hardest to execute sometimes. And so just take your time. You got a lot of time. Like right here, even myself, I mess this up a lot. And you see me taking my time. I turn around and I turn around again. Hungrybox or Mewtking's not going anywhere. I'll take my time just to make sure that I get that kill. Think Maxie's dreaming. Okay, what happened here? Oh no. Kevin did a nice wait. He waited for the spot dodge, right? But unfortunately, his character is too tall to be able to punish that with a grab. Okay, I'm kind of fucking Hungrybox up. And like, look at how we control. Oh my god, that was so bad by me. I mean, it was bad by both of us, right? But I definitely, I don't know if I needed to be there. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's because we both acted at the same time. Yeah, I guess, we just got to go back to our golden rule, right? We got to go back to the fundamental rule of I control center stage. My space is this Pokeball, and in between these 2 platforms. I own the Pokeball. I need to just I need to live in the Pokeball. But I ventured out of the Pokeball and I got tippered by my teammate. And I almost, look at this, I almost do it again, right? Because I'm just feeling antsy. I just want to help Kevin. Sometimes I just want to, but then I decide to go back in the Pokeball. Sometimes I just want to, want to be part of the team, man. I want to get some kills too. But I really just gotta hold back sometimes. All right, let's see what's going on here. Maybe I could have up through killed Hungrybox right here. Mewtking loves his neutral airs. That's something I told Kevin in between the games. Was that Mewtking was just throwing out a lot of neutral airs, and he was getting me with a lot of them, especially out of shield too. Oh, get wrecked, get saved. Look at that. Hit Hungrybox away. Boom, shine. Shine is like the quickest thing you can do to save your teammate too. Just like a quick shine, turn the tables. Nice. Look at that. So we get Mewtking in the air, but Hungrybox is coming back, and so we can't do a lot else. So we just immediately retreat back to center stage. Regain control or regain center stage, stage controls. That's what I'm trying to say. Regain stage control. I almost got killed by up smash against Puff. That would have been embarrassing. All right. As soon as I get knocked over here and Kevin's over there, I tell Kevin, you're on your own, man. Like he knows too. He's like, he understands the sacrifice. Oh my God, look at the percents we get on Puff right here. Boom, boom, boom. 40%, just like that. It's one of the reasons why I think Jigglypuff is not very good in teams is because she's so slow. She can't help her teammate as quickly as other characters, and it takes 4 hits to put her into kill percent. This is a great pickup off of Mewtwo King's down smash. But, you know, that being said, Hungrybox makes it work because he teams with people who are also kind of slow. You know, Sheik, Samus, they're also just slow characters who don't require a lot of movement. And so he's able to work around their aerial space. And so we're talking, we're feeling good. We're like, hell yeah, we got it. Yeah, we're kind of talking a little bit, shaking it off. We don't really need to say too much because, you know, we're feeling good. Kevin's like, good shit, man. You know, Mewtwo King's thinking about it. All right, last game. Now this was ours. Let's look at what went wrong. So I kind of back-aired Kevin. That was not a great sign. It's just hard sometimes when they focus Kevin because I need to choose my options carefully, because if I choose the wrong one, this is what happens. Boom, right? So I need to choose quick things like shine, down tilt. Oh, but luckily, oh my god, I remember this now. Luckily, we'll take it. Oh my god, SFAT take it. SFAT take it. Yo, Kevin, I remember Kevin, like, after this kill right here, is like, yes! Look at that camera. Yes! You know, that just makes me feel good too, you know, because it's like, the hope is not lost. But then that happens. God damn it. Oh, man. Should I have not been there? I think I should not have been there. It didn't look to me like Kevin was going to get a tipper. But, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was going to get a tipper. It's just a tough call. I can't really tell. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have been there. I'm just going to say I shouldn't have been there. I don't know. Nice. Just like that. But honestly, we're not tripping too hard. Wow. Hungrybox with the clutch spawn point. Of all the spawn points, he had to be player 3. Oh my god, drill shine. Alright, I mean drill rest. Drill shine. You know, even okay. Kevin, no. Like, he was reaching a little bit too much for that forward air. You know? He overcommitted just a little bit too far, and he took the price. Like, that's 35% that didn't need to be taken. But, you know, I'm not ragging on Kevin. I'm just, you know, I'm pointing out things that we can improve on for next time. Because obviously I did a lot of not so great things too. Nice. Okay. So when we're in this situation, and we tend to get in this situation a lot in Game 5, where Kevin's actually the one with the least amount of stocks, and I'm the one holding the stocks. Not the least amount of stocks, but I'm the one holding the stocks, right? And so it's a tough spot to be in because, you know, we want Kevin to be holding the stocks. Nice. So we were able to scoot out of there. Look at these. This green team got us in a very prime sandwich combo, and I think that's because I got a little bit too close to the ledge right here. You know, it was just this walk right here. I was trying to save Kevin from not getting forward aired, but Mewtwo King didn't even go for a forward air. He went for a back air. I was trying to save Kevin so he wouldn't get hit right here. Or if he did get hit, I could at least kill Mewtwo King. But, oh, and that dash attack. I think that dash attack was for sure a mistake. Yeah, and, like, yeah, I just got caught in between them for a little bit. Kevin got edge guarded. Yeah, so got a little bit too close to the ledge right there. Ooh, nice call out, but get shine stalled, bitch. Shine stalled. Yeah, Mewtwo King, or not Mewtwo King. Hungrybox calls out my get up from the ledge with the dash attack, but he got shine stalled. Nice, look at that. Easy. 1-2, baby, 1-2. Can we get this kill? Hell yeah, we can get this kill. And so we're winning right here. This is actually not what we want to be in. We like it when it's the other way around. We like it when we're the 2 and they have the 3 stocks, right? Because it's the next 2 kills. The next 2 kills are going to win the game, regardless of the team. And green team kind of has the advantage right here to get the next 2 kills because Kevin's already at 52%. I'm at 130%. And so yeah, it's just not a pretty spot. And it really sucks because, like, you know, Marth's not the... We don't want Marth to do the 2 vs 1 here because... Well, it's not that we don't want him to, but it's just going to be a lot harder for him to do it. And so I'm trying to, like, get rid of my stocks hella quick. Or my stock. Before they kill him. But unfortunately, like, they kill us at the same time. So it's just kind of a drag. I need to... So, okay, we're here, right? Man, the moment of truth. The moment of truth. All my abilities put to the test. Both these gods have slipped through my fingers, but combined, you know, could they slip through them? Well, we know that they do, but you know. So in the 2 vs 1, right? It's important to remember you can't do a lot of laggy moves. You need to be quick. You need to be precise. You need to switch targets almost instantly, and because you're switching targets so much, you need to like fake like you're gonna switch a target. So there's a lot of quick mind games going on here. You know, obviously I'm looking to kill Mewtwo King, but it's important to remember not to just forget about Hungrybox because I need percent on Hungrybox anyways if I'm gonna win, right? So obviously I'm trying to stick close to Mewtwo King, but whatever percent I get on Hungrybox is good percent. And then boom, I eventually find it, and Mewtwo King's like, "Fuck!" I forget. Yeah. Oh, you guys can't see his camera, but he's definitely like, "Fuck." And then this was it, you know. Like I felt so good, I felt so confident. That was almost it right there. Unfortunately, though, like I started getting hit, and I just started to panic a little bit. You know, what would have helped, and Kevin and I talked after this set, was that I needed, as soon as I started getting hit, I started thinking like, oh shit, I need to end it like right now. I need to end it. And afterwards I told Kevin that like this is what was going on in my head, and Bobby was there too, and I was like, I just wish, you know, there was someone there to remind me to just like, you know, stay calm, like play exactly how you know how to play, like don't force it. But I hate the words "don't force it" because there's just too many memories of people telling me not to force it, and then I forced the situation, right? So I'm trying to think of a better phrase. We came up with a better phrase, but I forget what it was. But yeah, so, and then Kevin was like, dude, next time I will tell you, I will remind you to just not force it. And that's what I needed. Like right here, forced it. Boom. That was a awful up air. Awful up air. And then, you know, then he just cleaned it up eventually. Double jumps too. Double jumps are so dangerous. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, the heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. Yeah. We were close. We were close. Anyways, that was winners finals at HTC. Thanks for watching. Alright, boom. Cutting it right there.